Today, I would like to talk about holistic education. What is holistic education? If we go into the etymological meaning of holistic education, holistic means entire or all. Education means to learn or to lead out. So, education means to lead out internal or hidden talent of a learner. Education is not only acquiring mere techniques, a skill, but educating a student to live with great art. That means not only technological knowledge but also the immense, limitless field of the psyche and going beyond it. That is the holistic education. Education means a holistic approach to life, cultivating the brain technologically as well as cultivating the brain to be free of its own petty little self. So, education is something where there must be love, affection, respect. But in fact, where there is fragmentation, there is no intelligence, there is no love, there is no freedom, there is entanglement of each and every step that human being takes. May I ask a question? Is learning, listening, or writing a problem? Today we will talk about a complete student life movement, because if there is no completeness in the movement of or in the life of a student, then that incompleteness becomes a great problem. Whereas in this world, nothing is incomplete. Everything is complete, because every seed, whatever seed is there in atmosphere or in universe, has its own complete life cycle, complete movement. Before that, there is no role of education. But now we have all educational facilities, yet we have problems all over the world. So, where we are missing? What is that we are missing? Can we start by not knowing what is the known? Past event experience, record memories, memory replay as knowledge. On the basis of that, we think attention is must. Do you know what means to attend, to pay attention? When you pay attention, you see things much more clearly. Attention is very important in our life, in the class, as well as when we are outside of the class, when we are eating, when we are talking, moving, doing anything in our life, we need attention. Without attention, there is a directive, a motive to do the things. That very directive dictates the situation. First of all, we are going to see the process of listening. How do we listen anything? Education is learning how to listen to what the books are saying, whether they are saying something true or false. All that is the part of education. As you grow older, this sense of listening, seeing, unfortunately disappears because you have worries, you become jealous, ambitious, greedy, envious, and you lose the sense of beauty, the love, the affection, the beauty of compassion. If you don't have these things, then the misery begins. Learn about everything in your life, because if you learn from yourself, about yourself, then you will not be a second-hand human being. Then watch your thoughts so you learn. Once you begin to learn, there is no end to learning. The religious mind has no association with anything, which is completely free of any direction, group, or attachment. You cannot have a religious mind without knowing yourself, without knowing all about yourself, your body, your mind, your emotions, how the mind works, how thought functions, and to go beyond all that, to uncover all that, must approach it with a scientific mind, which is precise, clear, unprejudiced. When you have such a mind, you are really a cultured human being, a human being who knows what is compassion. Such a human being knows what it is to be alive, to go beyond words. It is possible to educate the student to go beyond all labels and find out, experience that something which is not measured by mind, then only it will be remarkable. Apart from the knowledge that you acquire here in today's world, tech world, there is collection of knowledge. There is collective knowledge, the knowledge of races, generation by generation or past generation. They all had a great many experiences, a great many things happened to them, and their collective experience has become knowledge of ourselves too. So there is a scientific, biological, mathematical, historical, physiological, and there is also the collective knowledge of the past, which is the tradition of our community, humanity. Intelligence uses the knowledge, intelligence being the capacity to think clearly, objectively, sanely, healthily. Intelligence is a state in which there is no personal emotions involved, no personal opinion, no prejudice, no inclination. Intelligence is the capacity for direct understanding. Intelligence is quality of mind, very alert, very aware. Intelligence does not hold on to any particular prejudice, judgment, evaluation, but it is capable of thinking very, very clearly. Are you thinking objectively, clearly with intelligence and understanding? Is there a harmony between knowledge and intelligence, a balance between the two? You cannot think clearly if you are not sensitive to nature, sensitive to all the things that are happening around you, sensitive not only to what is happening outside, but also inside you. This external, outward imposition of discipline makes the mind stupid, makes you conform, imitate. But if you discipline by yourself, by watching, listening, being considerate, being very thoughtful, out of that watchfulness, that listening, that kind of seeing between the lines comes order. And where there is order, there is always freedom. If we go into the word sensitivity, how important it is to be sensitive, how necessary it is to have a sensitive body, sensitive mind, a human being who is aware of his environment, his inner thoughts, as well as aware of every movement of his feelings. That person only be harmonious person, is sensitive. So these things that we have discussed is must utmost important to have in the life of a student, so he can not be a robotic life. He have a good understanding of each and every steps that he is going to take in life. The decisions are never going to be wrong, and that only kind of educational quality a student possess can live a free life,